Celtics sweep the Indiana Pacers. Man. We were there for Game 3 on Saturday. I actually even revved up.
Yeah, you did.
I revved up before the game.
Broke it.
In the Indy car there the night before the Indy 500. What an honor that was. Indianapolis was a buzz. And speaking of Indy 500, Joseph Newgarden, the winner of that, will join us in about 36 minutes. Yeah, I saw what Dale Davis did, and I thought I'm going to do the exact opposite.
Okay.
You know, I'm going to go as hard as I possibly can. And this is full admission here, obviously, transparency. I was trying to break that thing.
Sure.
If that wheel comes off in the middle of that, that's great news. That thing's going in the sky. And then I was hammering the pedal as well with my boots. I was trying to break that as well. Place was magnetic. It was so had an 18-point lead at one point. I sat through it with Boston Celtics fans and Fairfield Stags in the suite. And I'll tell you what, that'll be something I would recommend to know people ever. To ever have to be around people that are fans of those particular teams during a game, especially with, kids around and everything that's potentially happening because of the amount of passion. But it was real, and it was fun to watch you enjoy this Celtics team who has seemingly been dominant. They're talking about, is this the most dominant run in the history of an NBA playoffs? Yeah. You guys seem to have all the makings for a championship con, man.
I'm hoping. I mean, this has always been the year. I mean, I feel like when the series started, nobody thought that it would be a sweep. But obviously, if Halliburton's playing and people are healthy, it is a different story. But at the end of the day, no one gives a shit because the Celtics are in the finals now. The conversation around the face of the NBA and everything like that. I think
because it's Luka now, right?
Exactly. Yeah. It's not. There is no point to have the conversation about Tatum or Jaylen Brown. There's no point to have any individual success with the Celtics because at this point, it's much better just being the team that's going to win the championship.
How about nobody gives you guys much credit?
No, and that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. And if you look at the playoff run that we're on, yes, we've won 7 straight games, but people are just going to bitch about the injuries and everything. And, that's not Joe Mazzulla's fault. That's not Jason Tatum's fault. It's not their fault. The Pacers just shit down their leg at the end of, 3 of the games in this series. Again, you could
double-digit lead.
I could say they shit down their leg. You could also make the argument that the Celtics defense, took it. Took it. There you go. I like that one a lot more. But, it should be good. I mean, vibes are very high. Okay, we got 10 days now to rest. Porzingis is going to come back. He could have probably last night. Clearly didn't need him. And at this point in time, it does feel as though Luka Doncic is going to win the face of the NBA title.
Way to go.
And then the team that might win the NBA title could be the Boston Celtics. But Darius Butler, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds after the game ended. Doesn't matter. Dallas is going to win this whole thing. And I told him, I was like, it's everybody but the Celtics until the Celtics win. Like that, and that's kind of how it's been the whole time. It is great to be here now. I feel bad for all Pacers fans, even though they all suck and they all are the most annoying fans in the entire country.
I think anybody that watches you, people are saying that you were the most obnoxious human to ever be inside of Gamebridge Fieldhouse. People are saying, wow, it's kind of tough to be in the same suite as this guy. That's what people were saying.
Look, just
and then all of a sudden talk smashes a Jack Daniels bottle off the ground.
Come on.
Not off his head, off the ground, obviously. If it's off his head, at least some of it would be caught on his shoulders. Instead, it was splattered across the ground. I'm telling you, these Fairfield Stags.
Hold on.
That bottle. Do not get in the same area as these people. Now, Connor was very passionate. Very passionate. And I think downtown, with the people he hangs out with, he potentially hears some things about the Pacers and the Celtics and maybe gets him a little riled up or whatever.
Revved up.
But I think everybody that he was around on this particular evening was like, wow, buddy, you're at a much different level of this whole thing than we are. But I do think it is because nobody gives them any credit, it feels like. Not only, obviously, I guess with the people he hangs out with downtown Indianapolis, but like nationally, there is no conversation about Tatum or Jaylen Brown. The conversation is, which one of these guys is better?
Yeah.
Hey, which one of these guys is going to let the team down? Who's more important here? Is it Brown, Tatum, Drew Holiday?
Yeah.
Is it
Derek White?
Derek White is who's the most important piece of this entire thing? It's like, hey, Brown's the guy. Don't know how to say this. Brown is the guy for the Celtics, just as the person that just watched them sweep the Indiana Pacers. And then Tatum can turn it like that if he wants to. That whole team
Yes.
is phenomenal.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. He's unbelievable. Jason Tatum, and he's, I think, one of very few people, I think 5 maybe, to lead his team in points, rebounds, and assists.
Yep.
Like 30, 10, 6. But when you watch the game, to your point, I agree with you. Like, he won Jaylen Brown won the Eastern Conference Final Player of the series, the Larry Bird Trophy, and he deserved it. It was like in the moments of the game when they were down, 8 points, 9 points, whatever, he would kind of take those big
Playing
shots,
dirty, smacked T.J. McConnell in the mouth.
He did smack the shit out of T.J. McConnell. God, he's all right. But
Pritchard got kicked in the face by your guy too, and that was not that was a clear kick in the face. Guy was trying to do like a Jet Li roundhouse kick.
Basketball's a contact sport.
Thank you.
Austin Rivers, mentioned that.
He'll be joining us in 6 minutes. Can't wait to hear what he has.
But great series, and I think people have given Celtics the credit. I think coming into this season, look, they are expected to not only go to the finals but win it, and then they get to the playoffs, and it's a cakewalk. Jimmy Butler's hurt, the Knicks are hurt. Halliburton's hurt.
We didn't play the Knicks,
is that their fault? Is that their fault? No, that's not their fault. But they're going to walk into the East in the finals. And yes, I did pick Dallas, even though they haven't clinched their series yet.
Okay, well, 3-0. Everybody assumes that's going to happen, but hey, you never know.
You never know.
That's why they play the games.
Amen.
That's why they play the games. But the Celtics team, I think as a Pacers fan for the playoffs here, and if Halliburton's going to be on the team, I'm going to remain a fan of this Pacers team.
Sure.
And Coach Carlisle, I love the way they built this team. It took a few years. They were not good just a few years back. Then he said, we build around Halliburton. We bring in a T.J. McConnell, who Jaylen Brown came out and said afterwards, yeah, he's a dog. I'm actually a big fan of T.J. McConnell. Yeah. Whenever I said to people turn into Michael Jordan in the playoffs, I was talking about T.J. McConnell, who I talked to a lot. I smacked him in the mouth. Sorry. He's going to have to deal with it in the entire thing. But that team, the mindset here in Indiana, I think everybody is I don't think the Pacers were supposed to make the Eastern Conference Finals this year.
No.
So Indiana's actually pretty all right, we got swept. 10 seconds in that first game, I think we all probably knew what was about to happen. Then Tyrese gets hurt, we're there. But it is like the Celtics. Everybody else's expectations all season has been you make it to the finals or not. You guys don't win, you're pissed, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it.
You guys haven't even been able to enjoy it at all because,
supposed to be.
whenever you're talking, you're supposed to be.
Exactly.
That's literally how everybody talked about the Celtics all year, though. Remember, the East was crap, too.
Yeah.
East was crap, West was good. This is just as somebody that's zoomed out version of watching the NBA league. It's like the East is crap. Don't even worry about the East, other than the Celtics. But we're not going to talk about that because that's boring because they're going to make it to the finals anyways. And then they move into actual conversation about who's the face of the league, who's the best in the playoffs, who's this, and they're leaving out the team that is supposed to just make it to the finals. I could see why massholes were in full masshole effect around this Celtics team. But with the way Luka and Kyrie are doing their thing over there in Dallas, and I'm not saying Minnesota doesn't have a chance. It's only 3-0.
That's right. Hey, last year, Celtics down 3-0, forced game 7.
Bingo.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever. I don't think.
No, they went on to lose, but no, there's never been that comeback.
Yeah, because I was looking at stats as the Pacers.
I thought so.
And everybody was just presenting these stats. They were like, yep, you're dead. Yep, it's over. Yeah, that's how this goes.
If those games were only 4 minutes less, they'd be up 3-1.
11 seconds that first one. Crazy. You snipe off 11 seconds off that one.
Yeah.
Pacers are up 1-0 in Boston. And then, cool, we lose the second one. Sweet. We split up in Boston. And then we got double-digit leads in the last 2 games. And then Celtics are able to handle it.
Yep.
Celtics don't blink. Nope. They come back and make massive plays. I mean, that place was a buzzsaw, too, on Saturday night.
Yes, it was.
I mean, it really was. It was a tough place to play. I think Indianapolis was alive and well. And congrats to the Celtics. Hey, good seg.
Right where you're supposed to be.
That's a good seg. Not Celtics. Good seg, We had some more.
Boys?
What's that?
That was a good seg by us.
Yeah.
Oh, good job, fellas.
Bingo. Yeah, boys.
Good seg.
We did sports media.